Hello guys, welcome to my channel. Learning Forever today presents Porter's Value Chain Analysis. So this is basically a subject of marketing for managers, and I will be showing you an easy way to analyze a company using the Porter's Value Chain. So in this video, we'll be looking at what is Porter's chain, why is it needed, and how to analyze it with an example. So what is Porter chain? Porter's value chain is a useful strategic management tool. It works by breaking an organization's activities down into strategically relevant pieces. So let's now look at the contents of Porter's value chain. So it contains the following. So it helps to determine the business primary and support activities, analyze the value and cost of the activities, identify opportunities to gain a competitive advantage, its inbound logistics, operations, outbound logistics, marketing and sales, and the services. So, why is Porter's value chain needed? So, it can give the company a fuller picture of the cost drivers and sources of differentiation and then make changes appropriately in their structure. So this is how a Porter's value chain looks like. So it has the support activities and the primary activities. So before we move on, I would like to have a disclaimer that this video is not for promotional purposes. The brand name is used only for education purpose as an example. So guys, we'll be starting with the Porter value chain analysis. So we have taken the brand name Domino's. So we'll be using this as an example throughout the video. So if you please do watch it till the end so that you know how to analyze all the points of the Porter's value chain. And it is a very important question which can come in your marketing exam as a long question. So you can use any example. I have just used this as Domino's as it is a very frequently and a common used brand. And if you do like the video, please do press the like and subscribe button, and please do comment in the comment box so that I can for your videos which you would wish to hear in the future so that we could upload the same. So now let's start with the Domino's Porter's value chain analysis. So I would be giving a brief introduction about the company. So as we all know that it is a major pizza delivery company. So it is known as under the Jubilant Foodworks, which includes various brands apart from Domino's like Dunkin' Donuts and Hong's Kitchen. So it has built a network of 9,742 company owned and franchisee stores. So it has its presence in 70 countries across the world. So it is headquartered in Michigan in the USA. So now let's look at what an aim of this brand is. So when we are using the Porter's analysis, make sure that we are giving a background about why we require this. So in this we will write the aim. So for example, if we are using the Domino's aim, so why does it exist? So it exists to create great products that consumers love. So therefore, their portfolio is to carefully meet the customer's expectations. So Porter's value chain analysis. So it consists of the support activities which include the firm infrastructure, human resource management, technology development, procurement. So this comes under the support activities, and the primary activities include inbound logistics, operations, outbound logistics, marketing and sales, and service. So together the support activities and the primary activities constitute the Porter's value chain. So now let's look at the firm's infrastructure. So these include the fund collections and the administration tasks. So what exactly is fund collections? So basically, we need to analyze like as to where Domino's would get its funding from initially. So they would have gone for IPOs, they would have gone for angel investors, they would have taken bank loans. So likewise, even if a person is taking a franchisee of a brand, they would require bank loan. So we need to identify how will they get the fund to open a new store. Administration tasks will include organization structure and the facility management. So, in this, it will be like a brief overview of how the organizational structure would be, who will be reporting to whom, and the facility management as to will observe the feasibility of opening a store in a particular place. So, coming next to the human resource management, this includes a company's strategic objectives. So, what exactly Domino's has? So, what are its objectives? So, to name a few, it would be like uh, 30 minutes Varna free. So, that's its objective. Whereas they're attracting customers like you to go and buy because it gives you an appeal that if it's not delivered within 30 minutes, that there are chances of for you to get it free. So moving on, so next would be employees. So they would have trained employees at each level. So right from the cashier to the manager, each one would have their own designated roles and they would play a part in serving the customer. So next would be training. So Domino's would also be having an internal training process where the cashier will be swapped to the kitchen and would be trained to manage the process in the kitchen. So likewise, the other departments would be swapped to the various departments internally. So employee recruitment, it also plays an important role in HRM. So in this, basically, they will identify the potential candidates who are eligible to work for such a company so that they need to have the right attitude, they need to have a smile on their face, they need to have the customers appeal so that they can purchase the items. So basically, they will need to also have a touch of marketing skills. So rewards, so reward program, every company awards reward program for their employees, and likewise Domino's also does that. So creating a business value, which is next, which is Domino's has created a business value in the market, and that is why we do prefer it over other brands. And success is yes, that it is number one preferred. Domino's is the number one preferred brand in India if you look at the statistics. Again, just to make sure that this is not a promotional video. So next, moving on, we will move on to the technology development. So in this, we are looking at research work. So what exactly is research work? So in the back end, Domino's would do a bit of research as to why they would want to launch a new product, whether the customer is going to accept it or not. This will also depend on the location. For example, if in India you are staying in Bangalore, so a person in Bangalore and we'll compare to a person in Mysore, for example. So a person in Bangalore might like specific type of taste, and a person of Mysore or Kerala might prefer some other type of taste. So the back end team of the research does this research of what is the palate of the customer. So that is what it is observed whether they will accept it in the market, at what price, at what season will it be available, etc. innovation. So when it comes to innovation, we all know that Domino's has a lot of innovation strategies where it brings about, and especially if we look at during the IPL season, they have their own version of the pizza which they offer, like African piri piri, to name a few. And launch of new products. Yes, so once they have an innovative product which they have, they will launch the new product into the market by offering promotional values for the customers. They can have various other strategies where they will launch the product. So it can be in any exhibition, it can be any promotional events which they go to. And next is use of IT and database. Yes, so they do have the app and the web version of it, and they do keep uploading and updating their website, and they do have their tracking order system as well, so which is up to date. And they use temperature controlled trucks. So when the ingredients are sourced from one particular location, and they are sent from city to city uh, through temperature controlled trucks, which we'll be looking at in the further slides. So as I mentioned that Domino's is very technologically advanced. So they have their own Domino's tracker. They have a mobile app and a web page, either which you can use to place an order. So, what is the feedback from customers? So, how does it actually help them? So, it helps them to create an interactive map. It allows them to have a real time feedback as to what exactly the customers are saying, whether they have met their expectations. So, and then comes the dashboard, which allows them to set up their specific targets and the performance and compare it to the previous week or the previous month. Likewise, the payment process is analyzed and to see like which mode of payment customers are preferring, and try to promote by giving some offers so that they can come to the website and place an order. Promotional support and performance monitor, which helps them analyze the sales, in-house sales, and compare it. Next, we move on to the procurement part. So basically, the company acquires all of its resources from the ITC brand. So their ingredients basically come from the local suppliers. So if we are breaking it into the procurement, the process, so the whole wheat and the whole wheat which is used for making the dough, so that is purchased from the wholesale market in Jalandhar in Punjab. So after which it is transported through the temperature truck control trucks to the regional centralized facilities. So this company is having four regional centers in India. So that is Delhi, Bangalore, Mumbai, and Kolkata. So after which, when it reaches its destination place, then the dough is prepared for the regional outlets, and then it is further dispatched to the retail outlets. So looking into the inbound logistics. So inbound logistics include purchase of raw materials like dough, vegetables, fruits, sauces, poultry, which includes your chicken meat and your mutton keema, and cheese and seasonings, etc. Moving on to the operations. So, how would you analyze the operations of this company? So, when you are analyzing an operation of the Porter's value chain, so you need to keep in mind that you need to segregate it based on these key points. So, you will category have it a category of three: stores, supply chain, and international. So, stores. So we would identify that they both have a franchisee and company owned stores. Supply chain management. So it is comprised of dough manufacturing and the supply chain. Coming to the international segment, they have around 4,422 international franchisee stores in more than 65 countries. So it takes care of the supply of the international market. Plus, the operation team is also responsible for development of the menu, and they have their on-time delivery, which has the motto of 30 minutes one free wala concept. So moving on to the outbound logistics. So the transport this includes the transportation of pizza bases and raw materials. So like we said when we spoke about the logistics part, we said that from Jalandhar it would come to the four retail stores, retail locations, and then it would be distributed to the local retail stores. So then once it's made there, so it will be distributed to within the local retail stores, the pizza bases and the raw materials. Likewise, even the packaging is taken care of. So now we will look at the marketing and sales. So segmentation. So what exactly is segmentation? Segmentation is basically categorizing your customer in as to which type of customer you're having. So it could be based on your gender, could be based on the age. So it can be preferred that maybe youngsters prefer to have fast food like with such companies. So segmentation would include that they would offer more promotional discounts to attract youngsters like college students or school going kids. Target market. So it is basically for those customers who love to have pizza, of course, firstly. Then second, it would be for people who don't have the time to cook and would like to spend once in a while eating outside. So that would include working professionals, IT professionals basically, and also for a student crowd. And also if you are having parties, if you prefer to have pizzas for your friends, you can that so they target such market as well. So coming to the new products. So during the Cup, as we know that they have the World League Pizza concept, so where they launched the new pizza. To name a few, it would be like African piri piri and Caribbean chicken. Coming to the pricing. So how would you analyze pricing for such a company? So pricing, it would be segregated. For example, if we look at the pizza, so they have three different types of options which they have: regular, medium, and large. So basically, they mention that it serves how many people. So based on that, it is priced, and it is definitely not overpriced. I think it is like within a budget, and they do offer various promotional codes. So once you apply that, definitely the pricing would be better off. So promotional offers, they do offer buy one get one free, and then you have a minimum 25% off on your bill if you purchase and if you place the order online. So you can use that particular code. Distribution and advertising, it would include like TVs, then you have your newspapers, then flyers, etc. So coming to the service, so they have their QSRs, which is the quick service restaurants, which is the in-dining experience which they provide in various forms like stores, mall outlets, and IT parks. They have the option of home delivery, which they say that they will deliver within 30 minutes. And during the current situation, which is the pandemic, they have introduced the zero contact delivery where the customer is allowed to opt for this zero contact delivery, and employee will delivery agent will just place the pizza outside your door, and he will wait for you to open the door and then collect the pizza and then call it as a delivered product. And it is also like the for the comfort of the customers that they are providing the service. And yeah, this comes to an end of our video, and I hope that you guys have watched this till the end, and I have covered a lot of concepts in this as to how to identify and answer the porter's value chain analysis if it's asked in your exam. And this is just an example, so you guys can try it on your own with various other brands, various other products or services as well. And if you do like the video, please do like, share and comment, and uh, keep a lookout for more videos. And if you have any requests, you can please share them in the comment video, and I will definitely make videos for them. And keep learning and happy learning. Thank you guys.